guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very special guest. I don't know what's so funny, but say hi to the channel.
Hi.
Sorry, she's not shy, but I know she's camera shy right now, so it's making me laugh, so cause it's kind of funny. But this is my little sister, y'all. I'm the oldest of the family, and we got one brother, but he ain't here. He in California. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask us some questions since we're gonna do a get ready with me video. So we have a couple of questions, so we're gonna just get ready, answer the questions as soon as possible because I feel like I talk a lot and we could talk a lot. So yeah, we got like 12 questions, so we'll go through them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe and follow us for more content. We're gonna do this because I actually do suck at multitasking and talking to you.
Yeah.
So the first question we got here: how have you struggled with self-esteem, and how has God helped you? I'm gonna try to make it short and clear because I have a lot to say. I always have a lot to say, but I always struggled with self-esteem since at a young age. Seemed like it, maybe or not. But recently, I feel like God has really helped me like love myself, to focus on Him. And I think when you focus on yourself, not on yourself, I'm sorry, when you focus on the Lord and you focus on just how the way God created you to be, because obviously a lot of the times we have things that we don't like about ourselves. It could be our eyes, our nose, our hair, the way we look, our body image. That's something that I've always struggled with, which I could talk about later. But I just feel like, you know, connecting myself with the Lord has helped me a lot. And just recently this year, I just got back into fitness again. So I feel like that's helped me a lot as well. Just like, because I strongly believe, in the Word of God, it says to take care of our temple. So I feel like that has helped me a lot. That has boosted my confidence up. I'm not saying to be obsessed over your body image or the way you look, but you just got to accept the fact that that's how you were created. That's how God made us. God made us unique. And that's just the way God, how God made us. And I feel like that's the best advice I could give. What do you think, girl?
I still struggle with self-esteem sometimes. My biggest insecurity is my nose, because I hate it.
I always thought you got a cute nose.
I just think it's too big. I just don't like it. The one thing that helps me, I guess, is to remember that verse that says that He created us in His own image.
Amen. Yeah, and then I know social media, unfortunately, we live in a generation where everything's all about social media, and we see all these fake people or people that are always dressed nicely every day and look good and stuff like that. I feel like that has affected this generation as well. We compare ourselves a lot to others, and that we have to be this picture perfect person, but we don't. So that's why I try to be as real and transparent with you guys, because we're not always gonna look like the pictures on Instagram. We only post our good times. We never post our bad times. So beautiful just the way you are. Next question is actually from Juan, 'cause she ain't married. She's single.
Oh.
But if y'all single and looking for I'm just kidding. God's timing. But the next question is, what was hard for you in your marriage? Did both of you have a relationship with God before meeting? Yes, we had a relationship with God before meeting each other. We met each other at the age of 13 at church. And, if you guys haven't heard my love story, go check it out. It's on my channel. That was really hard when we first got married is, I think, adjusting to each other, because that was very hard. He had his own routine. I had my own routine. So I think the biggest was just trying to find a way of getting used to each other, because dating is so different from marriage. It's so different. It's not that he changed or we both changed the way we were, but it's just, you're a wife now, you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're doing all this stuff. So it's just adjusting to that, adapting. And then it was even more harder for me because I moved to a different state, so it sucked a lot. It really did. Next question.
What has been your hardest time?
I mean, I think we all have our moments where it's really tough. Most recent was just the anxiety that I, have talked about in my channel before.
The hardest time was probably like right after high school, because in high school, like I had so many friends. I talked to like so many people, and then like like they always say like, oh, after high school, like a lot of people stop talking to you and stuff. And I always heard that, and I know it was gonna be true too. But I guess I wasn't prepared for it. So when that happened, it was like the loneliest time of my life. I started college alone. I did a lot of things alone. And one of my biggest fears was actually being alone. I hated because I don't hate it anymore because I got used to it. Yeah. But one of my biggest fears was being alone, like walking alone, being alone. And unfortunately, like I had to do that. Like I'm really like social, I guess you could say, but I just hated being alone. So yeah, like I said, I started college alone. I started a lot of things alone. I was alone for everything, honestly. Like every single thing I did, I had nobody. I hadn't like really, like I still had friends, but like it's nothing like high school. So it was definitely, that was the hardest time for me, just overcoming to learn how to do stuff by myself.
That was good.
And I'm still learning how to be independent, but
it's tough.
Yeah.
We live in a tough world.
Not everybody is like not all your friends are forever. Like
exactly.
But it's fine. I don't really care anymore. I used to care a lot.
We got Jesus.
Yeah, I used to care a lot, and I would cry about it, but I don't care no more.
Yeah, you get over it.
Yeah, you do get over it. But it's the worst date you've ever been on. The worst date I've ever been on is the first date I've ever been on.
We have a similar story, honestly.
Yeah.
That was.
Whoever asked this question,
y'all know us.
Yeah, y'all know. The worst date I've ever been on is the first date I've ever been on. So, long story short, he already asked me to be his girlfriend, so I was already his girlfriend. And we went out on a date. And we're like, getting our food, whatever, on a date. And he literally looks at me, and he's like, so who's paying for this? And I'm like,
trash. Just kidding.
Just and I'm like, and I'm just like, what? I was like, what are you like, huh? Like, and then I'm just like, I kind of froze because I was like, I don't know if he's joking or not. So I was just like, oh, I don't know. I guess I'll pay for it. He's like, oh, like, are you sure? And then I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay. And he just let me pay for it. And I just paid for the first date.
Oh,
I paid for his food. I paid for my food.
Hey.
On the first date. Like, he literally looked at me and said, who's paying for this? Like,
you the man. Well, he apparently was not a man.
He wasn't.
I have a similar story as well. I said this before. I've never had any boyfriends. We were just talking. So that's even worse. I mean, I think both scenarios are worse because, she was dating him. But I wasn't even dating this guy, and he freaking... the same thing happened. He didn't pay for my food. He only paid for my ice skating, but he didn't pay for my food. I'm like, is this how it's supposed to go when you date?
That's what I said too.
Is this how it goes?
Because it was my first boyfriend. There's a difference between having your first boyfriend and having the first boy you've ever talked to. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
So he was my first boyfriend. So I'm was expecting it to be like in the movies and stuff.
Me too.
It was not in the movies.
I was romanticizing it.
Yeah, it was like a nightmare, to be honest.
Exactly the same thing. Like that's why I tell y'all need to wait on Jesus, because some of these men don't have Jesus and they don't know what they're doing. So that's why y'all need to wait on Jesus. That was definitely the worst date. And when I tell people, you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but that was definitely the worst date I've ever been on.
Next question: the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? In my head I can't really think of one.
I feel like I've done a lot, so
I'll skip on that question. I was trouble I got into as a kid. I feel like this one was traumatic though, because not traumatic. Sorry, mom. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but she hit me really bad.
Mine is with mom too.
Oh really? Mom, you keep us. Sorry, not to put mom like that. We love our mom. Sorry, mom.
We were just like not good.
We were just not. It's not that we were not good kids.
We were just disobedient.
Yeah. Oh. But this happened to me growing up. I was in elementary or middle school. Yeah, no, elementary. And the thing was, I would hide a lot of my homework and like those report card things. And like, at the end of the week, your teacher, has that happened to you? Like the teacher would like send your report, like how good you behave and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have a big mouth, so I do talk a lot. I talk a lot.
Me too.
We both talk a lot. So I always got in trouble for talking a lot in class. And my mama, she whoop her. She would whoop me a lot. And then also I would hide my homework. So like at the end of the year, like when we would take our books home and stuff like that, I was forced to take the books home because my mom wanted me to like study during the summer. And like I hid all my homework in the back of the books, and she found out. She's like, why did you hide this and stuff like that? And she got mad. She took out the belt and she whooped me. And no, she did not abuse me, okay? For those of you guys that don't believe in whooping or anything, but this is just in a Hispanic household. I got used to it. Nothing traumatic happened there, but it was just something that I didn't do. Like that was bad for, from what I remember, like that was pretty bad in my experience.
The worst trouble I got as a kid. I don't think I really got in trouble like that as a kid, but I did get in trouble when I was a senior in high school. I was bad, just put it that way. So I was like a bad kid. But basically, I was in 5th period, and my friends texted me. They're like, "Hey, like let's go to Wingstop during 6th period." And I was like, "Oh, like okay," because I wanted to go. I wanted some Wingstop. Took an Uber. We went to Wingstop. I seen this person that went to my church. I saw them, and I hid from them because I was like, "Oh, like they're gonna snitch on me." But my friends were like, "No, like you're good. They're not gonna snitch. This, and that, right?" I don't know if they snitched or not. I'm pretty sure they did. Mom caught me, so I left school. I ditched school, and I went to Wingstop to go and see with my friends. And my mom found out. But the thing was, when I went home, she was all like nice, but I was just like, I don't know, it was crazy. But she found out.
Oh, I think I remember you told me that story.
Yeah, because I called because I was scared.
You called me? I don't remember you.
I was scared. But so my mom
she was trembling.
My mom found out, and I was so scared. And she comes in the room and she whoops me so hard, like she just.
Oh, I think I remember.
She just whooped me like bad, but like bad.
Yeah,
like really.
That's
bad.
I think that's.
I'm not gonna put my mom on the spot.
Yeah.
Saying what she did. I'm just gonna say she whooped me.
Yeah, she whooped
and she yelled at me like really bad. So.
But that's a parent.
That's probably the worst I've gotten in trouble was from ditching school to go out to eat with my friends. But.
Next question is, what's your biggest regret?
Biggest regret is probably the guys that I've ever talked to. That's probably my biggest regret.
Santo.
Because I could have made smarter choices. So I definitely think that's my biggest regret. That's literally as simple as that. Those are my biggest regrets.
Yes. I think mine's similar. Me and Valerie are like similar in a lot of things. So same thing. Before I met Rigo, this person I was talking to. But yeah, I'll just say that. He just messed up my life a little.
Yeah, me too. Like,
this is just the fact that it parted me took me away from my focus on God. So, yeah, that's my biggest regret. Just being with someone or just talking with someone that separated me from God. But instead of bringing me closer to Jesus, he departed me from Jesus, and I started doing all these crazy things. And the question I got here is, do you want to go pro? I don't know what that means. I don't know if you guys meant like professional, but it's not that I want to, like, I would like to if the opportunity happens. I would like to, but I just like sharing. I don't know, I just like sharing my life, and I just like editing. Like, I like creating is my thing, like creating and stuff. So I like just sharing what Jesus has done in my life and just creating. So if the opportunity does come where I'm able to become professional in whatever I'm doing, glory to God, I will take the opportunity. But at the moment, I just like to create and just have fun and just like share what Jesus done in my life and how I can help others get closer to Jesus. The next question we have here is actually a very good question. Can I be gay and Christian? That's a very, that's a good question. But let me ask you this question. Can you fornicate and be Christian? Can you adultery and be Christian? There's just a lot of things, and I feel like a lot of the times as ourselves as Christians, we don't see the other sin, because in reality sin is sin at the end of the day, and God doesn't like that doesn't please the Lord. So I'm not comparing one sin bigger than the other, but as humans we do see that. But in all reality, like I said, sin is sin, and we cannot participate in the flesh. So anything that has to do with sin, we cannot participate in that. So like the word of God says, I think it says in Matthew 16:24, God tells us, Jesus tells us to deny yourself and take up your cross and follow him. So we must, completely deny anything that's, fleshly, worldly, and just surrender it and leave it to the Lord. So, if that's something you're struggling with, I will be praying for you. And, like I said, like we must take that to the Lord and, not participate in that and just deny anything sinful and leave it to God. But God still loves each and one of us. We all sin. We all fall short of his glory. Yeah, but fall short of his glory. So, we sin each day, but it doesn't mean that we're going to live in that action. We are going to deny it and take it to the Lord.
Have you done drink?
Not I. I haven't. I'm innocent. I'm just kidding.
I
mean, I've drank like liquor, but I've never done drugs in my life. I mean, I've done like when I'm sick, I get medicine drugs. If that's what you're talking about. Just kidding.
No, I've never done like nothing like no crack or nothing like that. Like I've never done like crack or meth or anything like that. But I guess drugs, yes, like weed and stuff. Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport.
Eller's more athletic, actually. She's more sporty. Like she could watch sports.
To watch is football because of my dad and my brother. Because growing up with them, like
they did watch that a lot.
And I would play football with my brother, like
for
literally.
real. That's what I'm saying.
She didn't play football with my.
I didn't play no football.
So,
I was in swim.
So that's.
But that was not my favorite sport.
That's like the sport that I can watch is definitely football. To play, I don't really like playing soccer. I mean, I tried out for so much sports in high school. I didn't get in, but it's fine because I don't care. I do like to wrestle a lot. I like to horseplay.
She likes to fight people. I'm
I
just
do.
kidding.
It's fun.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh,
like not actually beat people up, but like for fun.
Yeah, for fun.
To jump people? No.
Yeah, she jumped me. Just kidding. I don't like sports. I'm actually not a sporty person. I've joined sport, like swim and band is supposedly a sport, but that was in high school. But I don't like watching sports. The only sport I do watch now is because of my husband is boxing, and I actually do enjoy watching. It's not as boring as I thought it would be. Sometimes I get into it, sometimes I don't, depending who fights, but it's not that bad. I wouldn't consider it as my favorite, but it is a sport I do watch with my husband.
Somebody said, well, I know who it was. Somebody said, "Hey, Slay Girl Queen." So, hey, Slay Girl Queen, if you watch this.
Who that? Just kidding. You know who you is. Yeah. I don't know who you is, but hi to Valerie.
Oh, another question was, what's our favorite song?
It's called El Siempre Reina by Sarai.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that song is like really good. Like really good. Like I've been
like for real though. Like if y'all haven't even checked it out, go check it out.
No, like I've been listening to that like on repeat. Like it's good. Question was, how many instruments do you play? I play one instrument. That's all I play. Instrument I only play is piano, and I want to learn how to play guitar and drums. I'm done.
We done. Alrighty, guys. This is the finished look.
I didn't get to do my hair, so
it's okay. You still look good.
I just got out of
Shay still look good.
I just got out of the shower, so I was gonna straighten my hair, but I didn't have time.
No one cares. Just kidding. Just kidding. I always play around with her like that, y'all. We just goof off around, but this is a finished look, guys, and that's all the questions we had for today. She's actually leaving today, going back to...
I'm going back home.
She's going back to California.
But pretty soon I'm gonna move to Colorado, so just be prepared.
No, she never told me that. She just saying that just to make me feel good. I hope so. Only when I have kids, she'll probably come. But that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Comment on our video. And follow her on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram to keep up with the latest things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye. God bless you guys.
Bye.
Peace.